My father was absent for Christmas. For many years. He was a prisoner during the war. He returned a stranger. He remained a stranger, poor man. He died because of the suffering he endured during the war. See, I never got to tell him that he was my hero. That suffering, his suffering was not for nothing. But to know my father, to love my father. Well, sometimes they talked about the war. Well, my mother did rather. How very frightened people were, but weren't able to show it. It was bred into us that, I suppose, Don't show fear, even if you're a coward. I never cried as a child. I still don't cry. One night I'd fallen asleep and I woke up in my father's lap, and he was weeping in front of my mother. And he was saying, "You must never tell him what it was like there. You must never tell him." I had the most incredible pain in my ear. Felt like my head was going to explode with the pain. But I kept on listening, even though I knew they were talking about the war. A camp, I presume. I shouldn't have heard anything. He kept saying her name over and over. I said I was awake with a pain in my ear. He rubbed my ear. He said there's a place called Sparta. Brave soldiers come from there. When they have pain, and they show it by controlling it. He said, don't be afraid of pain. Don't be afraid of controlling it. You've been raised by a strong woman. Sometimes the bravest men behave like women. Before the Spartans went into battle, they used to comb each other's hair. Now, the enemy laughed at them for being effeminate, but the Spartans always won the battle. That was really the only conversation we ever had. I was old enough to remember every word.